Welcome everyone to Center of Light. As I always do,
Access granted.
everyone has access to the infinite. We go in to the finite to reach the infinite. Tonight, blessed are we. I just made a post into the forum that is very, very on point to tonight's presentation. I don't know if Krista Huggins is here. She made a comment on social media. I'm going to read you this little knuckle-headed song poem I wrote. So scroll in the forum with me and find it. It's called The Center of Light 2020 Shuffle. Check it out. Get there. Go there and read this with me. Sounds something like this. The Center of Light 2020 Shuffle. Sing along. The stank is going to get deeper. The peace is going to get greater. You can either be a lover or you can be a hater. It's happening right now. It's been happening more so recently. Today, this morning, today, tonight, right now, as we progress what we call forward, inward is upward, upward is forward, and forward is toward something. And that's something we are moving toward to is what tonight's presentation is all about. You have arrived. Tribe Yanava. The presentation not meaning me, I am going to bring forth tonight is of utmost significance, relevance, urgency, emergency, and importance to your life on any possible level you can imagine. But that's really up to you. Sounds big, doesn't it? Bold, doesn't it? Because it is. I'm diving into the fire, and the individual, which is really not an individual, the whole of all individuals, you, me, and the like, look like that. That right there. This beautiful incarnation of God, the universal Lord, in fact, is here. And I don't mean here on the earth, which I do mean, but he's here right now in this room with me. He's here right now in this room with you. Your room with you. This is the significance and the importance of this presentation tonight. My time with you, your time with me. You and I hanging out like a bunch of divine siblings, being knuckleheads. I use that word all the time. Why knuckleheads? Your grandpa used to grag you in your head, raspberry you. It's all part of the divine fun. A little spanking on the hiney never hurt anyone. Son of a gun, we're going into the garden of Shiva, the garden of soul. Welcome to Center of Light Shaktipat. Deeksha, healing and expansion. What is Shaktipat? I'm not going to give it all away just yet. What is Deeksha? The same as Shaktipat with a little different vibrational tone. Healing and expansion. Some people tonight, this is not me being an evangelical charismatic. That's not what that is. I may be charismatic, but that's not the persona nor the platform I'm coming from. I have fun. I set it up that way to let you know that some people tonight are going to be changed. Not that you're broken. Some people in the future. From this presentation, not because it's yay Keith, it's because it's yay you. You've arrived tonight, not by accident. Some people are going to be changed. It's going to be on spiritual levels of consciousness, elevation, and expansion. Shifts internally to where you're going to be able to grasp the things that were always out of your reach but knew existed. Those are possible for some of you, many of you, if you want it. You have to want it. What is the it? That's not your concern. Just know that you're wanting something beyond beautiful. Beautiful is pretty powerful in and of itself, but you want something so beyond beautiful. You live in the absolute divine fire of eternal bliss. That's beyond beautiful. That is just God's grace and pancake syrup pouring all over your head. Some may be healed physically. Again, it depends on you. Some may shift out of anxiety and or depression. And you're going to allow that dying part of you finally go into a recession. And with even more luck and grace, you will never revisit that place ever again. It's up to you. I am going to be bringing information from this divine man that I got message from this morning. I am a disciple of God in any form. I'm a disciple of Jesus. I'm a disciple of Buddha, Krishna, my great-grandmother who taught me many beautiful things. Anything in life that teaches me beautiful things, I am a disciple of. And I've decided many years ago that I'm going to let go of my monkey-minded nonsense to reach and to preach, to use the word, and to teach that what has illumined many, many people who have come to this earth to share their life in service. There's no way out of it for me. In is the way out for all of us. Stick around and you will see exactly what you came here to be served. Let's say hi to everyone. Randy, Mike, my guitar player, gunslinging bro. Michelle, Sandy, Kelly, Lincoln, Kelly Bauman, Kelly Curtis, Sana. I want to get this right. Last name Chadwick. Abuelita. If I said that correctly, send me an exclamation point. If I got close, send me a period. If I was way off, give me an X. Abuelita Chadwick. Dana, what's up, Dana girl? Go shopping, getting balanced. Rena, hello, Rena. Jim Flora Angelo, guitar playing, gunslinging fool. All right, welcome to Center of Light tonight, Shaktipat. I'll give you a quick glimpse into our presentation future. What is Shaktipat? What is Deeksha? I think this may do. That is not the picture I was hoping. I just upgraded my software. There's some things I need to import. Can everyone hear me and the music balance okay? If so, give me 2 people that says yes. Shaktipat can happen in various ways. One way it can happen is any divine man, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, Swamji, Paramahansa Yogananda, Satya Sai Baba, when you see them hold their hand up like this, they are saying hi, but initially that is not what they're doing. They're not saying, "What's up, dog?" In their holding their hand up, they are sending out volumes upon infinite volumes of everlasting light. You are being blasted. Because when they hold up their hand in such a way, they're intending to send out information, being inside and in a space and state of formation, information. So by their presence, just by them holding up their hand, whether they're sending you anything or not, is in and above itself phenomenal. Because it means something deep in your gut, deep in your soul, deep in your psyche, deep in your intuition. And your life begins to metamorph, whether you know it's happening or not. That being said, on top of all that, they're sending out God energy. And I don't mean just, I wish you well, God bless you. These are divine incarnations flooding you with light, which contains everything that could ever be. Tonight, you're going to receive, if you are open, it's up to you, Shaktipat. What I was going to say earlier about Krista Huggins, she made a post on social media about how the world is not just getting crazy. The world's been crazy for a long time. It's getting crazy out there. Hence, the reason Swamji's message got to me this morning, Things get crazy, things get equally beautiful. Things get crazy, things get equally beautiful. Now we've graduated to a strange level of crazy. Now we're getting to a beautiful level of beautiful. The fire's getting turned up ever so much every day. It's exponentiating. What's up, Paige? What's up, Ricky Vito? How's that Lillian Moon, that beautiful young lady? I'm so proud of you and proud of her. Wow, I love it! Starla Bancroft, Steve Stone. What's up, beautiful sir? Steve, I would still love to have you on my show. It'd be my blessing, my pleasure. Claudia. So tonight, I'm going to lay some spirit down, y'all. You are going to lay the spirit down. You're going to lay the spirit within. You're going to turn up the fire and graduate. So how do I do that? You don't have to know how to do it. Just follow my energy, because my energy is zinging and pumped and on fire. Just get in the car. Just get in the car. I'll drive the car. Get in the car with me. No, don't put your seatbelt on. Take the seatbelt off. Don't even think about putting the seatbelt on. Because where we are going, where I am going is inward, which is upward, which is forward, which is toward something. And that toward something is that beautiful divine man right there, the Lord of the earth. I'm going to share with you how I've learned the divine language at last. What is the divine language? Everybody wants a piece of that pie, and you deserve it. I'm going to give it to you. We're going to have a Shaktipat or Deeksha session for those living in Memphis very soon. We're going to have meditation sessions on Wednesday night in Cordova, over and over, all vesseled by Swamji. I'm so honored that Anjana asked me to be a part of this session that we are going to broadcast. I don't like that word. That we're going to share and go to church with for those who are not in Memphis. And make sure that you understand that doesn't mean you're not part of it. I wish I could be there. Because where's there? There is here. And here you are. And there it is. Welcome to Center of Light tonight as a special evening. Things are elevating. The world is freaking out on the coronavirus. Stop picking on Corona. You know that the beer company Corona, they are suffering in sales right now. The world is getting nuts. I predicted this. I've said this. Guess what? It ain't done with you yet. It's grabbing you by the tail, and you're going for a ride whether you like it or not. Like it or not, if you choose to get on board, the train to Ascensionville by following a platform such as this one, or many others that are out there for you. Get out of the pseudo-spirituality, the spiritual woo-woo. I love aliens as much as anybody else. Nobody's coming to save you. Save yourself. And you do that by becoming present. And tonight, to have a healing, which anyone can have at any moment. It's not any of that. And there my beautiful friends are. All these beautiful, sexy human souls. You see that list? You are favored. God does not see anyone above or below anyone. But the fact that you are present, meaning here, now take it a step further, become present with yourself. You are divinely favored. This is not a coincidence. This is not a joke. This is not a bunch of bullshit. I take my life, my love, my work, my play very seriously. And I make myself vulnerable to you repeatedly, hoping that you become vulnerable yourself to those in your life indefinitely, so they can see what absolute change looks like. That night can begin for you now. And then you can embody and be the very definition, the poster child of truly a warrior of light. And in all spiritual love, light, and might, it's time to stop being afraid. There is an agenda being shoved up your ass. There is an agenda being draped over your vision capacity to see. I am here to put an end to that and to illuminate the nonsense that we all have. The coronavirus. Dr. Bruce Lipton, the #1 immunologist in the world. He has no agenda. He's a spiritualist. He wants to liberate you. I'm going to be sharing something of his that he posted about the coronavirus that's going to alleviate any of your anxiety, your woes surrounding what is a very real experience, but it is not what you think. I love you beyond measure. Lincoln says, Keith, this is the platform for us. Good, buddy. Thank you. I want people to be fed just regardless. Lisa Farmer. Nicole Parrish. Everyone, welcome Center of Light. Tonight, we are speaking about Deeksha. Healing and expansion. Let me see who's here. I am not postponing. I just have a way that whatever controls all of our lives that I've learned to let go is conducting the affair, so to speak. Kelly, Savannah, Austin, Sandy Hunt, Nicole Parrish, Krista Huggins, Lincoln Newman, Kelly Bauman, Rena, Kelly Curtis, Dana, Elizabeth Hawkins. What's up, Elizabeth, girlfriend? Go, girl. All right, y'all. I'm going to take a pause. I'm going to shift gears. This was the Jay Leno monologue kind of moment. I'm going to move, ship with intention. I'm going to be right back. Keith Neal in the house. I just met this beautiful, handsome young buck moments ago. He sent me a message from Derek Grosskirth, mutual friend. He said he would be here, and there he is. He is now present. So tonight, Sandy Hunt says, oh shit, hold my beer. Sorry, had to. You have to be sorry, girl. I'm glad you're yourself. I'm going to be here for a while. Get you some popcorn, some wine, some pizza, some chocolate. Nothing at all. Fall into meditation. I'm going to fall into a space of truly with my intention of delivering. Swamji is going to push. Jesus is going to push. Buddha, Krishna, whatever. That which is beautiful forever is going to push. And it looks like that individual right there, which is the whole and not individual at all. This is where we are going as people. Superheroes. Marvel Comics kind of idea. DC Comics kind of idea. This is where we're going. That is Neo times a million. Blue pill or red pill? I want the whole bottle of red. I'm in. Some Lavender Soul going to be right back. We're going to get into the very beginning of this presentation. I'm going to open the floodgate of my heart, my intention, and become absolutely vulnerable. Please do the same with me. Reflect that back to me, the room, the people you care about. Who are those people? You're here because you love the entire human race. The grace has fallen upon me And I want to give that back to you. In any grace you have, send me a love nugget, please. I will play a video shortly about my time with Swamji. This is not about me, but it is about me. I'm proud of being me. I'm happy to be me. I'm grateful. I'm honored. I'm blessed. I want to extend that blessing to you. That was Shaktipated, if there is such a word, and Deeksha, if there is such a word, to me by that beautiful incarnation of God. So congratulations. Now it's your turn. How this all unfolded and how I am beginning to understand the divine language. Yanava. Where did that come from? I'm going to show you this in a video that I interviewed of Swamji. The story will be told. You're going to learn of where it came from and what it means. Came from me in a meditation years ago. But you will notice in this video, when I pose it to Swamji, it's almost, because he's not. But you will see him step back and almost as if, how does Keith know this? Then he proceeds to say what Yanava is. Yaha, Naha, Vaha is. And then he begins to Deeksha, Shaktipat me. Now I understand what this all is now I'm beginning to understand what this all means and why we are having this time together tonight. He put something inside of me. And it's becoming awakened. Scary. Juicy. Unknown. It's a lesson for me to trust. And it will make sense to you. I'm saying all this because I want you to see not only the unfoldment, but your unfoldment as to why it happened to me and now happening to you. It will make sense to you. And many of you, repeat offenders here at Center of Light, who have been jailed and in prison, will be set free.
I lift you up to your most high. Cherish the time when you walk by. I see you in my life for all time. I've touched your face 1,000 lifetimes. I know the way you talk in rhymes. The breath you take is part of mine. As you float before my eyes, you touch my hand, it makes me cry. Just to know you're there. Just to know you're there. So here we go again, lifeless ones with a friend. Another chance to let love in. And in another life, our eyes will meet one more time. I see you in my life for all time. As
feel that? If you did not feel that last song, you have no pulse. That song and that bell ringing was deliberate. If God is everywhere omnipresent, God said, I'm speaking. Are you listening? This knucklehead is listening. Spirit is beginning to move within me. And I want to acknowledge those who have been here. Though I may not call your name, does not mean you are not or have not been called. You know who you are. In fact, you already know it's me. Goddamn right it is. It's always been you. The first person that jumps up into my space, this is called Vibhuti Ash, manifested out of the hand of God. What does that mean? It means something beautiful. I don't have to know exactly what it means. I know that me intending to touch my heart and all that's amazing. I don't need a reason, anything other than that. Dana, you're being called out. Called in, rather. Up, forward, toward. You have been efforting with your 5 school degrees in such a very, very short time.
Access granted.
Need Spirit say more. You have been called as to why you could have ever, are you listening? Ever achieved the level from this place of operating in pain and self-induced suffering to absolute self-expression, freedom, liberation of being a child again, and playing in the wildness and the radicalness and the freeness of Spirit. You have Spirit's grace. You have Spirit's attention. You are being favored as to why you show up repeatedly. You don't show up to be a part of these presentations, though it takes that form and guise. It's not what you're doing. What you have been doing is showing up and showing out and showing off. Spirit invites all of you to begin to show off. Show yourself off to the world. Become egoistic, as you might call it. Full of yourself. Become so full of yourself, it becomes infectious. More so than any coronavirus could ever inflict infect any whatever on anyone. That's yours, Dana. It belongs to you. You there. Where's there? It's here. Stay in the here, and you will be there. The words that are being offered to you, Dana, in a nutshell, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep being wild, loud, to use a word, but from a soft spot. Be loud from a soft spot. Blessings. Lincoln, you're doing exactly what you need to be doing, raising your son. Everything you're wanting selflessly, all will come from that wellspring of your son. You are doing it. You know the momentum behind being a single dad. Congrats to you. Kelly Curtis, you're learning to let go. It's becoming of you. It is you. Keep doing it, and you will unfold in such a way. There's one thing few things, but one thing that has been fractured into other things that you're wrestling with. Stop it. Just stop it. Don't judge yourself. Just recognize when you do it and say, "Oh, I love me for doing that," because it brought me to this point to where Spirit releases you from the confines of the mind. Stop it. Being the bliss, be with your birds that take flight. You are the bird. You've been wanting to take flight yourself as to why you're so infatuated, heavy with flight. Take flight, Kelly. Carolyn Renando, you have been lots of work you have done. The word that comes through for you, Carolyn, is soft. Be softer. Softer. You're doing everything correctly. Get out of the nonsense which you have been doing. It's easy for you, many of us, but for you to get pulled into the game, so to speak. You're doing fine with that aspect. Soft, soft, soft. Be powerful and soft. Like with Dana, be loud in the quiet. Be powerful, Carolyn, robust, punchy. Be punchy. But be punchy from soft, than punchy from force. Rena, travel, travel, travel. I don't have the funds. Yes, you do. Travel does not require the money that you think. Sometimes it does. Not what you think. Erin Creech, hi. Carmen Shasha. Carm de Shasha. Sounds like a spiritual name. De Shasha. It's yours. You have made monumental steps, leaps and bounds, in fact. You're doing exactly what you need to be doing. Erin comes to me and says, on another level, why? I hear the question very loudly and prominently. Why? Not from a doubting point of view. Why? Just why? She knows what it means. And the answer is very vaguely, because. And you know why. Hence the question, why? As Krista said, and Krista has been graduating step by step herself. She has come to the realization. Every time I see a Facebook post of hers, she's behind sunlight. Light, light, light. So she's constantly, diligently devoted to being present with light. That in and of itself is amazing. Keep doing that. Keep falling, sis. Krista, it feels like you are being initiated. We are all being initiated. This is Krista's message. You are deliberately being initiated as if you are living in a cave in samadhi, because your intentions of posting pictures of you with light. In the light is everything, and in that light you're constantly thinking about yourself of being posted in, is the everything that you have been asking for. And because you are asking for it, you see it simply being answered. And it's not about the answer. It's about the question that you have been posing, which is, I want to be in the light. What is the light? And so you intentionally create your own answer by every time you take a selfie, you have the light behind you. Pictures of the moon. This, that, and the other. You're there. So we're going to keep moving forward. There are many people, and I am not overlooking you. I'm not. I'm going to move into the Shaktipat mode with Swamji. There is so many dialogue going on right now. Thank you. You're not being overlooked. Erin Creech says, I totally know what you are saying. This is my current thought. It's been a theme for me this week. Dana says, thank you, Yanava. Blessings to infinity. Just saying a bunch of lovely, beautiful things. I am going to be right back. I am not trying to exit. I'm trying to change dynamics, gears, and where I am in all this. I have a long presentation, so another Lavender Soul song. I'll be right back. I'm going to, the next segment, I'm going to go into the video of why, how, what does Yanava actually mean? I've told you that before. I want you to hear it from God. This being right here, the universal Lord on the earth today. Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, all that which is beautiful looks exactly like this soul. I'm going to play the video for you of how this came to be in my experience, how it changed me, why he's always touching me on my spine, because he's trying to elevate my kundalini. And this is all transpiring right here, right now, today, in this moment. Hold on to your britches, you spiritual sons of bitches, warlocks and witches. You will either get a massage or you will either get the itches. That's me. That's my pure, honest, genuine, vulnerable self. And my knuckleheaded nonsense. I, like you, we are perfect in every way. Already.
There's a world apart from a man in fear. There might be a better way to appear. There's a time to trust and a time to love and a time to know what you are. So let the love of God on you. It's always been that way. It's time to celebrate what you are. Perfect in every way. So it's up to you, a choice to make, to promise yourself you'll celebrate. There's a time to trust and a time to love and a time to know who you are. So let the love of God on you. It's always been that way. It's time to celebrate who you are. Perfect in every perfect in every way. So it's up to you, a plan to make, to promise yourself you'll celebrate. There's a time to love and a time to trust and a time to know you are loved. Time to know you are loved. So let the love of God on you. It's always been that way. It's time to celebrate what you are. It's time to celebrate who you are. It's time to celebrate that you are.
Welcome back to Center of Light. Let's get down to some beeswax. I have a message for Elizabeth Hawkins. My message to you, Elizabeth, is because you asked. You involved yourself. I'm not going to hold it back. Not that it's personal to where nobody should hear it, but for whatever reason, Spirit is trying to set you up for a reason. The Father, unresolved Father energy for you and Emily is done. It's done. It has been done for 10 years. And you know this. But for whatever reasons, you're leaning on that as some sort of memory, security, blame, and irresponsibility. Not taking responsibility, basically. That's done. On this night, if you go to sleep tonight, before your sleep bed, make sure that it is said that I'm done. When you declare that, if it's meant, what would be sent to you is a packet of light, a packet of graceful light to you, which, because your daughter is your offspring, she will have no choice but to be affected as well. It's you. Change the lineage. Which is, I'm done. I'm just done. Let go of that which you have been holding on to, that has not have been allowing you to move inward, upward, forward, and toward this place that you know exists and you deserve. Just simply be done. Just simply be done. And it requires anyone tonight in this presentation to simply be done with an experience that you've been professing that I'm done. That's yours. Send that to Emily. Tell her I love her. My life is busy. I will do it tomorrow. Let's continue to move forth. Robert Harrison. The message for you immediately is, Merlin, stop squirreling around if Merlin is what you want. Of course you want it. Everyone wants something, but it always seems just out of reach. That is the human condition, isn't it? That does not isolate or single you out, Robert. As individuals, it singles individuals, everyone. How do you want your light to shine? With this or the that? Or the that or the this? So be this thing, which is the it, which is the calling of the Lord, the awakening of the Lord upon the earth. This beautiful man has something for you this evening. So let's move into the midway section of this presentation. I was going to talk about the coronavirus, but I won't. The number one immunologist in the world, Bruce Lipton. In fact, I will grab this dialogue and I will post it into the forum. And if it interests you and you have concern, understood, about the coronavirus, the number one immunologist in the world, because he has no agenda except your liberation, read that. It's up to you. Continuing forward, Shaktipat, what is happening to you tonight? Hello, Jasmina Kakar. Shaktipat, what is Shaktipat? Center of light, Shaktipat. Deeksha, healing and expansion. To the transmission of an energy upon one person by another. Shaktipat can be transmitted with a sacred word or mantra or by a look. This beautiful man right here, God on earth, something is happening to you already by just seeing this image. Whether you believe what I'm telling you or not, thought or touch. The last, usually, the ajna chakra or the ajya chakra of the third eye of the recipient. I have been saying we're living in the book of Revelation. The sixth seal has been cracked open. Shaktipat, said differently, psychic energy, and peta, which means to fall. Oh my God, I'm learning of this as I'm reading it to you. To fall refers in Hinduism to the transmission. When you see a God-realized man, Jesus, Buddha, Swamji, Sai Baba, Ananda Maima, whoever it may be, when they have their hand up, they are sending out energy to you. Even though the picture is static, the intention of it is not. Spiritual energy upon one person by another. Shaktipat is considered an act of, oh my God, listen to this. It's considered an act of grace on the part of the Guru, Jesus, God, Buddha, Krishna, whoever we use as our reason to find God or our bridge to God. Again, here is the Shaktipat initiation. If you are reverberating with this presentation, you, my cosmic brother and or sister, are being initiated. Shaktipat initiation. It's moving through me to you. It moves through you to other people. But you are here for lesson. So here's your blessing. Shaktipat initiation. The very consciousness of the God or Guru is held to enter into the self of the disciple. Because you are a disciple of wanting something that is so beyond amazing that your mind of what you think is amazing gets shattered. That's what you are. You're a disciple of something so beyond beautiful, constituting an initiation into the school or the spiritual family, Kula, of the Guru, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna. It is held that Shaktipat can be transmitted in person or at a distance through an object such as a flower or fruit. So what I want to share with you now is something so personal, I'm making myself vulnerable. In my tears that you will see in this video, my joy, my elation, do I dare? Yes, I do. My spiritual orgasm of touching myself in such a spiritual way, you will see that. In this video with Swamji. It's going to last about 15 minutes. Hello, beautiful Nori Love. Hello, Anne, Ellen, Jasmine Kakar. So before I show you this video, I want to read to you a very powerful something that makes you and we so blessed to have this, quote, church together in a very real way, not just church on Sunday in a fundamental way. It's fun, but to the mental, that's not enough. We don't want to move into the gate. I promise you, stick around, and I'm going to help shift you if you choose this place. This is happening beyond my own volition. This is a mission I can't remove myself from. And I'm being thrown into the garden of bliss. Before I show you this video that happened 2-ish years ago, my time with Swamji. If you are a repeat offender in this prison we call life, you will understand, you will begin to know where this Yanava, YNV stuff all started. Though I've expressed, explained, and shared with you, nothing can ever compare with you, for you, how it all happened. And in such a way, I'm understanding the divine language. I had an experience many years ago in meditation that said what Yanava is. What was my name? I asked, what is the name of my soul? And I heard Yanava. 1996. 2018. I asked Swamji, what is Yanava? And he proceeds to tell me. And then you will see him grab my hand and illuminate me with plasma light, absolute divine conscious light. And on this night is what it has all been about for me. This unfoldment. Not only does he explain to me Yanava, you will see him erect my Va, my backbone, because he is the Yah, the God, the will, the power. When my mind made sense of it, as he activates my Kundalini, it moves through my being and helps me to become a person of absolute seeing. I want to share this personal, powerful, juicy, delicious morsel of light with you. I'm not going to go into a break. I'm going to share with you this with you now. Give me about 30 seconds because of the way this software works. I have to dance to find the absolute time marker. You are worthy of this presentation. It only requires you to simply be present. Okay? Let me find this. Give me a second.
Leaders of the world, don't create confusion. Don't create confusion. Don't pollute the nature. Don't pollute the nature. Don't pollute the minds of the people. Don't pollute the minds of the youth, the children. So try to make them pure. Pure. Mind pure. Water pure. Nature pure. Clean and green. We are putting clean and green. But what? We have to put into practice that. We have to practice. I wish you grand success. So, unitedly, we have to make the world abode of the peace. With this universal prayer, I will conclude. Repeat it. You also repeat it. One we are.
One we are.
We are all one.
We are all one.
One family.
One family.
Only one family.
Only one family.
We are all only one family.
We are all only one family.
I, you, he, she.
I, you, he, she.
This and that and all.
This and that and all.
We are all universal family.
We are all universal family.
Whatever the religion may be.
Whatever the religion may be.
Whatever the race may be.
Whatever the race may be.
Whatever the nation may be.
Whatever the nation may be.
Whatever the language may be.
Whatever the language may be.
We are all human beings.
We're all human beings.
We are all human family.
We're all human family.
Let us unite
Let us unite
in the name of humanity.
in the name of humanity.
Let us unite
Let us unite
for peace and prosperity.
for peace and prosperity.
Let us unite
Let us unite
for ourselves and for all.
for ourselves and for all.
Let us unite
Let us unite
for our Mother Earth
for our Mother Earth
and the universe.
and the universe.
Unity makes us strong and peaceful.
Unity makes us strong and peaceful.
Unity brings us bliss and prosperity.
Unity brings us bliss and prosperity.
If we unite,
If we unite,
we can make miracles.
we can make miracles.
If we unite,
If we unite,
we can throw away
we
poverty.
can throw away poverty.
If we unite,
If we unite,
we can make the earth a heaven.
we can make the earth a heaven.
If we unite,
If we unite,
we can bring the Lord to the
we
earth.
can bring the Lord to the earth.
Unity is our strength.
Unity is our strength.
Humanity is our life.
Humanity is our life.
Unity is our strength.
Unity is our strength.
Humanity is our life.
Humanity is our life.
Unity is our strength.
Unity is our strength.
Humanity is our life.
Humanity is our
So
life.
I have told that this universal pledge, it is the reaction of a little heart of the little boy in Seattle, Rishi, that we can, if we make the people, the children, they can enlighten the human values and they can spread our message and mystery. So let take the children into your hands. Don't pollute them. Inculcate, enlighten human values in them. Let them love each and every one. Fill the heart with love. Fill the mind with peace and spread love and peace wherever you go. So now some organizations, they are giving do or die. No, I don't. I condemn. Do or die is not a motto. Live and let live. Live and let others live. Smile and let others smile. That must be motto of each and every person. And we have to make. Don't think about other planets, other things, but think about the mother planet, the mother earth, and we have to make it abode of peace. I wish you grand success in your attempt. I was with you, I am with you, and I will be with you. I put you all in my heart, and
Swamji Vista Yogi, what a phenomenal, enlightening time I have. Every time I'm blessed with the opportunity to speak with him. I appreciate you being here at Center of Light Radio, which airs every Monday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I'd like to say also a very special thank you to T.M. Garrett at Pick Arts Media. You can find him at pickartsmedia.com as well as on Facebook. Just get in a search and look up Pick Arts Media. So thank you again. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. I am very happy. I am very happy. I 24 hours, no rest. I never tired. Only little food. And sleep, no sleep. If I go to trance, then only. Trance is different from sleep.
I did have a question I want to ask you. What is it like to be you?
What is life?
What does it feel like to be you in your state of reality? I know what it feels like to be me because I've expanded a lot in my growing. But I've always been curious to know what it feels like. I'm sure words probably don't describe it enough. But what is it like to be in Swamji's reality?
There is power. There is power, all pervading, everywhere. Just like current. Current is everywhere, according to science also. Current is in the coal, current is in the water, electricity. The current is in each and every atom also. So everywhere current is there. But if I put a bulb taking the coal, is it lightning? It is not giving light. It is not making the bulb to give light. If I put a bulb in the water, it is not giving the light. But there is a scientific process to extract the power current in that water, in that coal. The scientists know, and the scientists, they extract, they store, and they bring to our house. Then if we connect to the house, we will be able to get the benefits. If it comes to the bulb, it is giving light. If it comes to the fan, it is giving air. If it comes in the radio, it is giving sound. If it comes into the TV, it is giving sound and view, sight. In the AC room, transforming, the changing the atmosphere.
And you have the awareness.
Yes, connection, having the connection. That is yoga. Yoga means having connection.
Unity, right?
Connection with our mind, the universal mind, with the power which is existing, which is omnipotent and omnipresent. The current is all the wires are current is there in our house. Take an example in our house. Wiring is the electricity is doing wiring work, and he is putting the ఏమంటారు వాటిని somewhere.
Yeah.
If we want to have connection, we are not touching the wire. If we touch the wire, it will shock. So we are putting connection here. There is a method. With that method, we are taking the current. Same way.
Thank you.
So if I take your hand like this,
We all felt that.
so you can experience it yourself. There is a connection from here to the heart. If I want to transmit to the heart, I need not touch the heart. If the cardiologist wants to do angiogram, he is not opening the heart. From here, he is sending, and along with the bulb, water bubble, and he is sending stent, and stent is going there, and in the same way, that is the transmission, Shaktipat, that is Shaktipat.
I felt it.
So not only touching, even if I look at a person, the person's force will be, you can experience it. It is science. It is science. It is just like H2O. If two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen combines, water comes. Don't think about that water, this water. We can create water ourselves. Taking two gases, oxygen and hydrogen, we can create pure water. Are we trying to that for that? The governments, no, they are polluting the water, polluting the soil. What is the main reason for the calamity in the Texas, Houston? You understand?
Yes.
Are you asking why it is happening? We are covering all the tanks, and we are constructing houses. There is no place for the rainwater to come and stay, and the water is coming and flooding the cities and towns. And we are breaking the కట్టనే ఏమంటారు ట్యాంక్ బండ్ we are cutting the tank bund, water is coming out. That is the main reason for Houston. Even not only here, in India also, in every country. No, the leaders should have not political view, social view, spiritual view, to give happiness to each and every person in the country. That's why I tell all the people, I don't want to tell about politics or politics, only spiritual and universal. That's all. Truth, only truth.
I have one more question, Swamji. I do hear you, I'm assuming, I hear you a lot in here.
Not now. First time when you met me, I transmitted the power which is existing in the body. You experience it. You know that. You know.
Yes. I heard you, I'm assuming it was you the
Not
other
only
day.
you're all
Yes, that's right.
my instrument. My means not this body. The power which is existed in Christ, which existed in Buddha, which existed in each and every person, that is one, that is unique.
This is a personal question for me. Does this have any meaning?
What is the meaning of?
Yanava?
Hmm?
Yanava?
Yeah.
కళ్ళు వచ్చి ఎవరో చెప్పారట అది. What was the story behind it?
I was in a meditation when all of my spiritual awakening started. And this name, Ya, Na, Va, came through, and I identified it in such a way, it felt like me on a spiritual level. And I want to ask you, did it have anything particular in the form of meaning that might be useful for me in my work? Or is it just a name like Keith or Angela? Just
You also listen to me carefully. This is the call of the Lord, the awakening of the Lord, to make us to do His work in this world on the earth. There are three granthis. Three granthi. Granthi means knot of nerve. Knot ante
Nerve center. Nerve center.
nerve center.
nerve center. Three. One in the heart, another in the brain, another in the backbone. Heart, brain, backbone. In the heart, there is will power. Power of will is there. Power of will is in heart. The Ichha Shakti. In Sanskrit we call it Ichha Shakti. Power of will. Here in the brain, power of knowledge, intelligence is there. Power of knowledge, Jnana Shakti. Power of knowledge. The backbone, power of action is there. Power of action, Kriya Shakti. Ichha Shakti, power of will. Jnana Shakti, power of knowledge or intelligence. Kriya Shakti, power of action. So if we unfold the nerve centers, the power is coming like a fountain, the heart, and it touches the brain. It moves nerve, it unfolds the nerve center here, and the power of will makes the power of knowledge to enlighten, and it going through the backbone, it enlightens and unfolds the nerve system of power of action. According to medical science also, brain is giving orders and backbone is doing through nervous system. It is, they are telling, doctors are telling, but it is controlled by the heart. That is the one word, Yah, Na, Va, Yaha, Naha, Vaha. Ya, Na, Va, Ha, Ha. There is Ha is silent. Ha is silent. Ha. Ha is Akash Tattva, space. Akash Tattva. Ya, Na, Va. It represents three centers in our body. They are Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Vishnu, Brahma, Maheshwara. Creation, Lord, who wills, who gives jnana, and who gives the action. Three. So we have to unite. That is Datta Shakti. That is the That is power. We have calling by different names. That is, it is not an illusion or illusion, it is real. It is a call. We receive the voice of the universal Lord through that is super conscious state, super conscious, unconscious, super conscious state. That is not unconscious state or sleeping state, that is super conscious state. If we mix and merge our mind with that mind, universal mind, we can't mix. Through Guru, we are doing that. Through Guru. We can do through Guru. Just like cell phone. If you want to call me in India, suppose I am in India, you are here, you want to call me, you are taking cell phone. Cell phone to my cell phone, there is no direct connection. You are having connection with this company, AT&T or anything. There another company we are having. That companies are having connection with the satellite connection. Immediately connection will be there. If we put the number, immediately going. The same thing. Same thing. If it is correct, it is also correct.
I've been waiting for years to find out
So
what
it
that
is-
meant. Thank you.
This is three powers. Three powers. The
Should I
power of
meditate
will.
on that name?
Yes. Will. First will.
Will, intellect, action.
We plan in the, according to will, we plan in the brain. Then brain
Action.
asks the backbone to do this and that through the organs of our body. Hands do one thing, legs do another thing, eyes do one thing, seeing, listening, talking or eating. Different kinds of organs do different things. Through different organs, we are doing different things. So, order is coming from the, and planning is here, building is here. We will here, we plan here, we work. Right. Are you received? Have you received the?
I'm full.
Thank you.
Are you satisfied? That is not a dream. That is the real fact.
I'm completely satisfied. Thank you very much for this beautiful day.
Under this also, yahna vaha na va ya. Na va ya va na. Oh, that is the bijakshara.
The sound that Swami made, yeah.
Let
Now,
seed letters.
they
Seed
are
letters.
actually the potent seeds of their bijaksharas are every mantra or powerful saying has a seed, and those are the powerful seed sounds.
Those there?
Yes.
As Swamji said, Yanava, we will, we plan, and we work. We will, we plan, and we work. This is Center of Light Shaktipat. Just simply by being here. Divine transmissions on levels we don't understand until we become that has been graced upon you. It's always been graced upon everyone. And it simply requires everyone to be present. Tonight, through this platform at least, it's different in the way that as the crazy in the world gets greater, so does the beauty. I got this message this morning from Swamji that said, Keith, go into Shaktipat mode. What does that mean? Deeksha mode. It means I'm opening myself up as a spiritual worker of light. My torch is down there, whatever. Be your spiritual might. If you have been graced, and you have been, whether you agree with it or not, by this illumined avatar a few minutes ago, and I'm blessed beyond measure to be in the presence of this individual, which is the whole, to have him express to me something I heard in a meditation in 1995. Yanava, what is the sound of my soul? What is my soul's name? And the words came through Yanava. And when I asked him that, he said, Yaha Naha Vaha. Will, dream, work. What are you willing forth in your life, consciously or unconsciously? What are you dreaming about? Are there beautiful dreams? Or are there nightmares? And what are you willing to do about all of it, in any of it that means anything? It becomes a question that is placed in everyone's lap, consciousness, mind, heart. Always has been. Now's the time, right now. The call of the Lord. I did a presentation last night called The Call of the Lord, Yanava. Swamji said tonight, when I asked him, what is Yanava? He said, it's the call of the Lord. It's the three nerve centers in your entire being that makes you up as a whole being to be able to feel to capacities that no intelligent, sentient being in the universe can ever have, as to why the human creation is the apex of creation. Because it has the ability, the infinite potential, and the capacity to embody the divine upon the earth. Hence the prophecy, heaven on earth. The divine upon the earth. Jesus said, within me is my Father, and I'm within you, and I'm my Father, and we get all that. So you get the greatest bang for your no buck, because it doesn't cost you anything except your own monkey-mindedness to get out of the fight. Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton. If it causes you joy, move into it. Move into it with a force beyond comparison. If it causes you any form of angst, recognize the angst, then X out of it. I don't per se vote, but I never have. But I vote every day by declaring my sovereignty, my divinity, my entity, my infinity, and every day as the expression of me as many of you. The tally and the political and beyond rally happens. I don't have to write it down, assign my name, or click a clank to be the stank. That's not necessary. Who you are to the universe is constantly, forever, consciously or not, in a space of voting. What, my dear one, are you voting for? You've received an infinite amount of Shaktipat tonight. And I'm going to give you one final dose. Why? Because I love you. It could look like that, and it does look like that. That is exactly, not could have, exactly what Jesus looks like, have looked like. The Shroud of Turin on your left, a picture manifested by Satya Sai Baba on the right for a woman, and said, this picture is going to look like the Shroud of Turin exactly. Exactly, it does. You have received Shaktipat, Deeksha tonight by becoming aware of the universal Lord. Jesus is the universal Lord. Swamji is the universal Lord. This is all the universal Lord, period, personified in this period for all of us to understand what grace actually walks, talks, acts, and behaves and looks like. You, as well as me, are loved beyond measure. Kim Gary says, my son in the hospital, they won't let me be with him. Pneumonia. Everyone, I ask you to divert your attention, even in the future, there is no time, to Kim Gary and his son. Not out of her plight of being concerned, which is, of course, a beautiful parent quality, but seeing and being beyond her capacity of being so close to the situation, which is love and light is afoot. That's it. That's all that is required. Kim Gary, her beautiful son, breathe life into her and her son's life because he has respiratory issues, pneumonia. See it as done, and thy will be done when two or more are gathered in my name. That's the game. So Kim, the highest blessings that is or can ever come to you, not only is happening, but has happened. Now let it go and let it be God's will. Easier said than done. I know, sweetheart. I know. I love you. Infinite blessings. And everybody's chiming in immediately. Krista says, Brett, love it. So tonight you have received Shaktipat, Deeksha, in a very serious, powerful way. No more dismay for you. If you choose that, great. If you lose that, don't worry. It will come around again as a meal on your plate. You just don't want to wait another 26-ish, give or take, 1,000 years. It's all cycles. Cycle yourself through the madness. If you're just joining this presentation, go back to the beginning and find yourself in all this delicious, beautiful spiritual gladness. Yanava, Ya, heart, God will. Na, the mind, operating in full capacity, no longer as a slave to the mind, but a brave to all the grind that could ever possibly happen to you, and taking action about your dreams. You have beautiful dreams, don't you? I do too. Let's stop dreaming. Let's begin to self-realize. And I realize that within myself, the most important thing to me, for whatever reason, selfish or otherwise, just so happens to look like you. I care. I absolutely care. My brother and or sister of cosmic experience for infinity, you are loved beyond measure.